when they say the relationship feels heavy, you have to check if the burden is you or their situation. If you don't, you spiral and the relationship breaks. Here was the pattern. For 2 days, replies went quiet for 4 hours at a time and they got oddly short. So I sent one check question: is the burden us or what you're dealing with lately? The results surprised me. They sent a note screenshot saying this month's repayment date was coming up. The screen literally showed the phrase automatic transfer failed, and that evidence shifted the whole talk. But I checked one more time what burden actually meant. I did it in 2 steps, asked for one line of today's alert, then matched that time window with the call log together. The cause wasn't me, it was money stress, burnout, and guilt. We replaced breakup now with 1 month of slower pace and a once-a-week check-in, and the tip is to use only 2 questions. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. When we moved in before marriage, one unfixable habit was tied to family history. If you ignore it, daily misunderstandings cost you a lot. In week 1, the dishes stayed in the sink 3 nights in a row. I snapped a photo at 2:10 and logged the date in our shared note. The proof was weird. Every morning only my cup was washed, everything else stayed. I also captured a fridge note that said today, only my share. The second pattern was money talk. The conversation shut down instantly. I highlighted the line with 28,001 and the words wait a second, then saved it. So I did a simple 2-step check. I asked why that phrase shows up, then showed the screenshots. Only then they said, at home as a kid, you got blamed unless you protected your own share. The cause was a family rule built around scarcity and avoiding blame, and we replaced it with a 15-minute reset timer plus 1 expense note line. Tip: run a 7-day habit log and talk using screenshots, not accusations. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. Let me set the topic. Your partner not checking your social media may not mean lack of interest, and we need to explore why. First scenario, partners may avoid social media interactions because past conflict arose when relationship details were shared online. The check is an honest talk. Ask about which past posts made them uncomfortable, or if they associate social media with negative experience. Second scenario, they may avoid online interactions to prevent emotional comparisons. Research shows that social comparison online can harm relationship satisfaction. The check is setting shared boundaries like agree not to post photos without consent before feedback. In summary, the cause is past trauma and avoidance of digital comparison, and the solution is honest talk and agreeing on instance engagement rules. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. At the cafe, my partner's friend said you don't really know him. If you don't verify, you can waste weeks on a lie. At home, I checked the receipt first. The payer name wasn't the name I knew, so I saved a photo of that line. He brushed it off as a work card, so I did a second check. The transfer log showed a $320,001 deposit entry. So I filtered photos by date only. On February 11th, there was a couple photo with the same jacket and I captured the timestamp. Finally, I asked the friend for something concrete. The exported group chat file still had the meeting location line, so I saved it. The cause was a double life hidden behind different names and accounts. I organized screenshots, blocked contact and closed it, and the tip is to check payer name plus login alerts together. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. Our wedding planning fights were not about love, but role division. In 3 weeks, we argued 12 times over the same thing. It was always the same, only one person handled vendor calls. The call log showed 3 missed calls at 2:12 p.m. The check was simple. We called together, side by side. They asked for one single point of contact, and that quietly triggered our conflict. The next fight was money. A $320,001 deposit was paid at 9:10 p.m. When we screenshot the budget tab, the approver column was blank. So we made a roll sheet. Every task got an owner and a deadline. After turning on a weekly reminder for Sunday 7:00 p.m., our fights dropped from 4 a week to 1. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. When your partner suddenly wants to postpone a wedding shoot, taking wait as the only reason can hurt you both. At D10, I screenshotted the 1940 message first. They said it was about wait, so I opened the studio contract first. The policy said after D7, a 20% change fee applies. But it was still D10, so no fee yet, and they still looked tense. So I did a realistic step, a quick test shot at home. When I zoomed in, I saw a faint scar near the collarbone area. They quickly swiped the screen down and said, "It is not weight, it is a scar." To verify, we checked a pharmacy receipt from 24 days ago and it listed scar gel. They feared the dress neckline would reveal it on camera. The cause was not weight, it was insecurity about a scar, and we solved it by changing the neckline and adding partial retouching. Tip: when someone asks to postpone, check one policy line together first. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. 3 charges of 39,001 appeared on my card. So I suspected my partner first. The payment time was 11:17 at night. So I asked what they were doing then. My partner said they were home then. So I checked the recurring payment list and took a screenshot. It showed a line saying auto conversion after free trial. And the start date was 1 month ago. In the end, the cause was a free trial I signed up for before, so I canceled it and turned on payment alerts. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. In a cafe, they said, "Let's break up," then reversed it 10 minutes later. If you do not verify one thing, it turns into pure emotional chaos. The first line hit at 14:08, and my mind went blank. Then at 14:18, they messaged, "Can we talk again?" So I asked, "What changed in 10 minutes?" With consent, we checked notification history and saw a 14:07 alert saying payment failed, 305,001 due. It got more real. The text said auto termination at 80 million today. Then at 14:16, a second text arrived, deferral approved. That was the trigger. They panicked because one block today could wreck their week. We captured the 14:17 approval entry in transaction history, then talked calmly. The cause was money stress leaking out as breakup words, and the fix was sharing key alerts plus a month-end checklist. Tip: when a sudden breakup happens, capture one line on screen before debating feelings. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe.